Takt Op Destiny has officially hit its peak. Now, what that means exactly is kind of hard to explain, as I've told you guys kind of throughout the weeks, if you guys have been sticky with me for our episode reviews, that I kind of feel like Takt Op Destiny is kind of mid-confusing, doesn't really know what it wants to be, and I guess a lot of that stems from the fact that this is the one large anime that is like a huge commercial for a mobile game that's coming. As opposed to traditional anime that is based on light novels, mangas, web novels, things of that nature, this is more or less just kind of unique and basically created to be a huge like publicity thing to where say, hey, come buy this mobile game when it launches. So I think a lot of the story plot holes and the things that are driving it forward kind of get lost in translation because of the lack of narrative direction. But regardless, I still feel like Takt Op Destiny has officially hit its peak with this episode and kind of with the last couple of episodes, with it finally tying everything together. Like, the thing that I've been looking forward to the most has been seeing the corruption within the New York Symphonica. But little did I realize that my favorite scene throughout the whole entire season was going to be the moment that Anna laid those delicious lips on Takt. Did you guys know that? I had no idea. Like, in all of this season so far, I had no idea that Anna had been harboring feelings for Takt. Like, everything that we have been pointed to forever now has been 𝐒𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥 Destiny, right? It's all been 𝐒𝐚𝐧, definitely making it apparent that she loves Takt and that she has a thing for Takt and she's been taking care of Takt. And Anna has been there consistently in the background, but I always felt like she was always like that older sister type vibe. Always like that older sister, older friend. Like they had a group of friends, and she was like the motherly figure type person there. In no way, shape, or form did I ever think for a moment, and maybe I just wasn't paying attention enough to her specifically as a character. But nowhere did I ever notice that she was harboring feelings for Takt. And, during these moments of emotion, as he's basically expressing that he may not return, and when she says, you're going to die, and he's like, I know, through those moments of what to do, the truth came out, and that truth is that she actually might be in love with Takt, and she was the most forward of any character so far, as too much to, definitely kiss Takt at that last moment. Now, some might say, like, oh, well, we all knew that she loves Takt, but it's just a little bit different. And in that moment, she just didn't know what to do. Hug him, kiss him, she feels like she might lose him. What do you do in that moment? She's just trying to express her love, even if it's not like on a romantic level. But I definitely think that that's definitely not it. I do definitely think that the moment of truth in that moment of thinking about losing him came out to where, like, no, you can't go. I love you, kind of thing. And that is extended even further at her and Takt both feeling embarrassed in that moment, meaning that, you can't always hide your emotions. You can hide your emotions verbally, but sometimes your physical, kind of appearance, your physical reactions are something that you can't hide. And both of their physical reactions in that moment told me that they both had those feelings for each other that maybe they just never verbalized or even noticed until this very moment right now. And that's even further extensionalized later on, where Destiny calls Takt out, and he becomes like, you can see him very much like in thought. And when she tries to call it out, 'cause she's like, I think we just need to say what's going on here, he got extremely embarrassed. He's like, please shut up, don't say anything. And I thought that was like a really cool twist, because it's always been Takt and Destiny, Takt and 𝐒𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥, Takt and 𝐒𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥, Takt and Destiny. And in that moment, it was like, oh, well, maybe she's not the main heroine here, right? Maybe she's not the leading lady in his story, which is crazy to think, because Takt only has so much more time left. That's also an interesting point. I'm going to leave that behind. You guys can theorize and let me know what you guys thought in the comments. But this is also a thing that we discovered as well, is Takt just doesn't have any time left. As, during the reaction video that I was doing, I was like, yo, this dude is on a finite time limit for his life force. He only has so much life force left, and he continues to expend it and expend it and expend it out as they're trying to take down the Symphonica. They're trying to take down Sagan here. And, when Anna and Lodi, or whatever her name, Lodi, were talking, they're like, oh, we can put them in the cryo freeze, and I can try and, like, figure out how to save their lives. Well, that was when they originally came for her consultation. They've pushed past that limit now. So much so that, Takt has passed out big time last episode with the Lenny fight, and then he's passed out again this episode, just seemingly taking down normal D2s. So we know that his timeline has been reduced from a month to probably even less. He probably has days at this point left of life force that continues to be expended by Destiny. And as that corruption, or I don't know, I'm gonna call it corruption. I don't know what you want to call it, but whatever that is, continues to take over him. Like, it's spreading fast. Like Homeboy is looking like Two-Face now. You know what I mean? And that's pretty rough. Even our tsundere music art girl, the girl with the blonde hair, Walker. Even Walker called out. She's like, "Yo, what is up with your face?" Eventually, she had to be knocked out by Titan. But, I think that now I'm going to talk about the end. We're Orpheus. So we have Orpheus's fight. And Orpheus is an amalgamation and a conjoining of heaven and hell. They were using the weapon that hell had. And they both got attacked by it. They turned into goo. And then they emerge into one another, which is stupid. It's very dumb. But we're gonna say, yeah, we believe it. You guys animorphed into goo, and then you animorphed into this being called Orpheus, which is now your both personalities and your both bodies merged together. Which, who the hell knew that was possible? Especially considering that they were, I don't know, like, how is that possible? But we're just gonna say we believe it. We're going to say, okay, we get it. That's fine. And next episode is going to be focused on the final battle between Orpheus and them. And then we need to find out what happened to 𝐒𝐮𝐲𝐽, because 𝐒𝐮𝐽 put his hand on that thing to call the D2s out. And then I think he sacrificed himself to have the D2s come and attack. But, I don't understand the point of that still, because I thought the point of it was to have the Symphonica be financially profitable, for them to be around forever, for the D2s to always be a threat. But now it seems like he just wants to destroy the world. I don't know. I kind of feel like what was driving them kind of got skewed. I felt like he was just trying to make sure that the Symphonica had a place in the world, make sure that there was always a threat, make sure that there was always a reason for having the Symphonica. And now I feel like, Homeboy just tried to destroy the world, just like a shitty villain. But let me know what you think about all that in the comments below. I'm gonna leave you guys on that thought, saying that this week was peak Takt. Whatever that means. I think the peaked is 7. I don't think you can get better than 7 for me personally. But peak, baby. Let me know what you guys think about all that in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next week for the final episode of Takt Op Destiny. Peace out, my friends.